Hi, everyone. Good evening. JR and the Beat Guy. Tonight
And
we
the big
got
guy.
five, well, actually, eight random questions. We are excited to fill you guys in with everything that's going on. And how was your week, Beat Guy?
Yo, my week was amazing. It might have been one of the best Thanksgivings I've had in a long time. We're about to do a big move. Me and the voice in the background, our hostage that we've been holding on to for a couple weeks now, and we're enjoying our best lives right now and trying to make the best of it.
Nice.
And yeah,
Nice.
so
Okay.
yeah, and our YouTube link's working this time, so we could act like that actually works and stop ignoring it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, we could actually send out right links right now like I'm doing. If you notice right now, I'm staring at my phone and I'm sending links out so fast. It is so rapid. So, yeah, we have a really good week this week. Um what was your Thanksgiving like?
My Thanksgiving this was my second year making a turkey. And I didn't burn the turkey this time. It came out succulent and juicy. And I was really happy about that. Hello?
I was wondering
Hello?
what's up with the noise in the background.
Well, you heard something?
No, your radio, the noise, the music.
Oh, you heard the music?
Yeah, I heard the music.
Oh, okay. I was trying to give a more chilling effect with the turkey talking about it, so I thought.
Did I just call you out for doing some fancy stuff? I am so sorry. It's
Oh man.
chilling. It had a chilling effect to it. I'm so sorry. Go back. You want
Uh,
to redo that?
let me see if I can.
Ooh, ooh, got that funky. Got that funky, funky.
Yeah, so
Got
the
that funky.
so the turkey was pretty.
Funky, funky, funky.
The
Funky,
turkey was
funky.
pretty good. It was pretty good. It was
It was
succulent
pretty
and melted
funky,
off the
funky.
bone. And what the hell are you
It fell
doing?
off the bone. Yo, I'm
No, no.
literally sending links out right now, and I'm trying to make it look like I'm paying attention. I am trying
Oh my
so hard
God,
right
you
now.
son of a gun, you man.
Yeah, I just been sitting here with one hand on the phone, just passing these links out. Like, gotta get that hustle. Um, and I had a good Thanksgiving. It was a nice week. It was easy,
That's awesome.
smooth, smooth. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, mac and cheese and stuff.
No mac and cheese. I look like a guy who eats a lot of mac and cheese, but I didn't have mac and
No,
cheese.
no, I didn't say that. I was just asking.
Yeah, I didn't have any mac and cheese.
Oh,
At all. It was kind of just a nice, easygoing week. But
awesome.
for Thanksgiving, I had turkey, like usual, mashed potatoes, those sweet potatoes with those big ass marshmallows on top. Ate the hell out of that.
Ooh,
Yo, always gotta have them
awesome.
marshmallows. Always gotta have them marshmallows. Always gotta have them marshmallows. Ooh, creamy with them sweet potato yams. Um,
Wow.
what's it called? I'm afraid we might have lost our hostage for a little while.
What?
I think our hostage got out tonight.
Oh well,
Um,
I got a special request from a filmmaker
oh really?
who reached out to me, and he wants to know if we can promote his film.
What film is it?
Actually,
Well, let's
uh,
do a little screen share here. Let's show this film
okay,
off.
all right. Let me go.
Are you guys down for this? If you're down
Yeah,
for it, just yeah,
yeah.
let us know. Let us know.
Let me do a little screen share. Let
Are
me
you
see
ready? You got
here.
everything queued up?
Yeah, wait a second. Hold on. Share screen. Let's go to. Okay. How about that? Cool. All right. Can you see it?
Yo, what's up with Jen Karnitsky's video?
What do you mean?
Sorry, keep going.
Oh, okay. Let me go here.
Oh, we could see
Uh,
all your messages.
my messages? Which ones?
I'm joking. I'm stop. You're making it worse.
Okay. Stop sharing. No, 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 no. We are going here. Okay. So here is the gentleman. His name is Nicolas. I'm gonna butcher your name, and I'm so sorry. Guinea. Um, he was. Let me pull this up real quick. Hold on. Click on this. It's called The Active Man. Casting Jamie Costa, Tony Todd, Kane Hodder, Shane Young, Ivana Rojas, and Edward Michael Scott. Directed by Nicolas Guinea. It's a 1 hour and 15 minutes. It's a suspense film, Active Man. And showtimes for The Active Man is Friday, December 13th, Saturday, December 14th, Sunday, December 15th, all at
Man.
7 p.m. Also on Wednesday, December 18th, and Thursday, December 19th. Definitely check it out at
That's
the
smooth.
Smod Castle Cinemas. You can get tickets online. Give you a little backstory of who he is. Hold on 1 second. Um, Let me see here. Yes, Nicholas Guinea's last name pronounced Guinea, writer, director of Active Man, an award-winning supernatural thriller. Sorry, I thought it was suspense. Well, suspense, yeah. Starring the late Tony Todd in his final lead role with a assembles supporting cast including horror icon Kane Hodder, Shane Young of Blade Runner, Andrew Keegan of 10 Things I Hate About You, and Shimono of The Shadow, and Vladimir Klutch of The 13th Warrior. Oh, wow. The Active Man follows Orge Gabriel, who, after losing his beloved Doug Liu to cancer, begins seeing terrifying visions of a menacing entity known the Fedora Man. Well, everyone, definitely check this
Fedora.
film out.
And watch out for
It
the fedora man. Fedora man. Never trust
it's
a person in a
definitely
fedora. Facts of life.
exactly. It is definitely you can buy tickets here. I will put the link somewhere here. Let me see if I could copy this link. Hold on 1 second. So,
He's gonna like you can have this inception moment where you could watch him like 10 seconds behind talking about the same thing and reading through the same chat at the
yeah,
same spot.
exactly. So
Yeah. So
definitely I'll put
if you're ever out by Smod Castle, go watch this movie this week. It's there. It's definitely gonna be something good. Um,
yeah, definitely
yeah,
go check it out.
it's in
Uh,
the YouTube link right now. I don't even know how many people are watching right now, but let's get it moving.
exactly.
Yeah.
But definitely
So
support our us independent filmmakers. Definitely check it out.
yeah.
Definitely share the love and go see the film and give us your feedback next time on the episode. You know, let me see if I could
Oh, someone left a
post.
comment. They said if you're up here for it, here's a tape. No, I'm sorry, Jr. You just left the link. Jr. is like sitting here screen sharing links around. He should stop screen sharing.
Yeah, I know. It's all
Yeah,
right.
and he should wait until after the episode to do that from here. Let's just slow down. Let's get back into the episode. We're ready. Oh, we're
Yeah,
almost
so
there.
that was a quick shout out to Nicholas. Good luck with your film. We will definitely check it out, me and the Beat Guy, and we wish you all the luck. All
And we hope
right,
that
back.
everybody out there that's near this place where they could go watch at Smod Castle Cinemas, go watch
Yeah.
it. Where is Smod Castle?
Let me see if I can find that out. I think it's in New Jersey, but I'll double check.
And what up, Edward? Edward's out there. He said, "What's up?" He's
Hello.
at work. What's up? What's up?
Hey,
I've
what's up?
returned.
Yeah, New Jersey, Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey.
So if you're in
Look,
Atlantic Highlands, over by the little theater that's downtown, I know where this is. You can go
yeah,
see Activated Man this weekend and this week at 7 p.m. on most nights. There's a couple nights that there isn't. Look it up. You can find it.
definitely, definitely. Also, you can definitely check it out in the chat. I will be putting in the information for you guys, and there's the address and phone number. You can call the theater and book your tickets. Enjoy.
All right, let's get into this. All right.
Yes.
It has returned.
It has returned. Yeah.
Oh, the voice in the back of the room.
Our
Sorry,
hostage.
I'm a vigilante at least once a month.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good nickname.
No, it's not that.
Oh,
Funny,
oh,
funny thinking that though. That's a good name. You can call women that. Once a month, they're a vigilante.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I
yeah.
didn't mean it that way.
Oh, I thought you did.
No. I just meant it that I'm on call.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I'm on call. I had to work.
By the way, Edward just made a really cool fact about Smog Castle Cinemas. It is owned by Jay and Kevin Smith. Jay and Silent
Oh,
Bob
wow.
own that
Check,
theater. So if
Check
you
that
also want to
out.
go there, there's a movie that's playing. It's like an indie film, and you can go see it in a theater that's from some of the best indie filmmakers in history. So, kind of little history thing right there. It's pretty cool.
Yes, that's a fun fact. Thank you.
And Atlantic Highlands has a really good ice cream parlor right next to it. I know it's cold out, but hot chocolate and ice cream is pretty good.
Hot
It's supposed to
chocolate and
be
ice
tea
cream.
and ice cream.
Oh,
Why
Tea
would
and
you look
ice
at me
cream.
lovingly like you stole a cute thing I do with my mom and you got it wrong?
I didn't
Oh
look at
my,
you lovingly
oh
for that
my
reason.
god.
I just like
Got it
hot
wrong.
chocolate and ice cream.
Although, yeah, the Nicolas Creamery is pristine.
Whoa.
Yeah, it is. Whoa, that sounds like a different type of whoa. That's a
Alright,
different
anyway,
type of whoa than the normal
have
JR
you-
whoa.
Did you ask any questions yet?
No, we didn't
No,
ask
we
any. We
did
waited
not.
for
We
you.
waited for you, Vigilante.
Look at that. Oh, you guys are so dependent on me, and I'm here against my will.
Oh, we plugged something.
Oh my god. No, she's not against her will, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, she is.
Questionable.
Questions.
Anyway, all right, we ready for question 1?
Yes, we are. Everybody out there is waiting for it. They're excited. They want to
right.
know.
Well, this one comes from Dark Flow Media.
Dark Flow Media.
What are your thoughts on the alimony reform bill in Florida?
Oh my god.
All right,
Dark Flow Media.
tell me what's entitled with this reform. What's all about this reform? Are they making it easier? Are they making it harder? Are they making it more transparent?
Okay, so it's. I think it's hard because if you just watch all of the YouTube videos out there, they're showing like they're acting like you have these crazy banshees screaming, and then you're acting like all these men are like vindicated, you know. And I'm like, actually, if you read the law and get away from all the people being crazy about it, it seems pretty fair. So they have different types of alimony with the new alimony law. One is bridge the gap alimony, which provides short-term financial support to help the recipient transition to single life. And this is typically limited to about 2 years. They have rehabilitative alimony, which helps the recipient develop vocational skills or work experience, and that is limited to 5 years. And then they have lump sum alimony, which could be paid as a one-time payment or in installments. And the length and then the last one's durational alimony, which is like if you have a short-term marriage, which is less than 10 years, you're limited to 50% of the length of the marriage. Moderate term, which is 10 to 20 years, limited to 60% of the length of the marriage. And long-term marriage, more than 20 years, you're limited to alimony to 75% of the length of marriage. So pretty much the only thing that they did is, like they said, they eliminated permanent alimony, and they capped it at 35% of the difference between the incomes of spouses.
All right, I'm sorry.
I give up.
No.
No.
Everything you're saying is absolutely correct. It's just JR the whole time here. He's trying to research, but he doesn't want his sunglasses to reflect what's on his webpage. He's trying to hide it, and I'm making facial remarks to him like,
Yeah,
you
because he
can't hide
sees
it.
me.
Because he's like, this is too sensitive. This is too sensitive.
He caught
We
me.
know how
He caught
JR
me.
feels about this. JR is probably like on the side of like, gun ho, get the gun. We're gonna shoot everybody.
No.
Right. So they pretty much, you know, they're calling it an alimony ban. It's not an alimony ban. It's not like you don't get alimony.
So okay, can you Beatguy pull it up on the screen for other people who don't know? Can they see an article or something about
I didn't
this?
pull one up for this one.
Oh.
He's a brat.
No, I'm pulling one up right now. Don't worry, you don't have to do it. I don't need to see your webpage. I got it.
Come on.
You can talk on it though before I pull it up.
No. Go ahead.
Yeah,
No.
you have an opinion on it. They separated the alimony into 4 different categories, right? You said 4.
Right, she did.
And it makes it so where it's more. I like it. Out of what you were saying, I kind of agree with it. It's not like men or female; both sexes get alimony, despite what most
Truth.
people will say right away. They'll be like, "Oh, women get it. Only men get it too." Trust me.
No,
men get it.
to be honest with you, get the shotgun ready.
Yeah.
I
Saw it off.
to be honest with you, I agree with you guys. I think both sides should pay alimony. I think it's fair, since women are fighting for equality. So I
Wait,
really
why
don't
does
have.
it have to do with women? Men get alimony too. Did you just do that after I said it? I gave you an alley oop to avoid it.
Oh well, no, no, no. But you want me to answer? I mean,
You
this.
made it weird, Pseudo.
I know.
So no, yeah, to be honest with you, I really don't have a concrete answer. All I could say is I don't go either way. I just feel like, okay, let's see what happens. Let me observe when this bill comes out and they pass this. Let's see how it plays out. That's what I really want to see.
You
Because
want
I
to see
know
the
no
effects.
fault marriage, they took it away in Florida, so that means if you're going to get married, you can't just say, "Hey, I don't want to be with you anymore," and divorce. So you got to give concrete proof why you want to get the divorce.
I wonder
What
if
do you
this
think
has
about?
something to do with that.
I
What
just,
do you think about?
the way they're doing this though is
Mhm.
fair. They're not saying, "Hey, you're not getting alimony." So everybody's freaking out like women are going to be stuck in abusive relationships, this and that, blah blah. Okay, I get all of the ramifications, but this
Yeah.
is pretty much saying, "Hey, if we were only married for a short time, I'll help you out because I made a lot more than you. I'll help you out for a couple of years as you transition over to being single."
Well,
Or
yeah, yeah.
or
It's
you got married and you raised the kids, but you weren't out working and things have changed in the field, whether the man or the woman was at home raising the kids, whatever. But
you.
okay, well, you'll get alimony for 5 years as you develop those vocational skills and work experience so that you can support yourself. Like, honestly, it's very fair.
I agree. I agree. I think that a lot of women are men and women, whatever, are pissed only
Nice,
because
Steve.
it's it's something new, and I think with something new, they're afraid of because they're so used to, people are afraid of change, and they don't know what the change
But
is going
change
to
is
bring.
coming.
So I think what happened?
Change is coming.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, I don't want to get political, but I mean, I've heard in the news, and again, I only believe half of what I hear and half of what I see. They talked about Trump getting rid of the Board of Education. Um, to be honest with you, that article or that report is only half of the information. It's not really giving you the whole background on that. So I don't know what you guys think about that, but I think, from what I've researched, what it seems that that political group wants to do is let the state handle the education side of it more so than the Board of Education. My mom worked for the Board of Education, so I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. So
Um, Statehood's good, but statehood could be bad too.
yeah, yeah.
Um, do you know that in the South, for the longest time, I don't know if it's still like that, they would teach the Civil War as the War of Northern Aggression.
Where did you learn this?
I learned it from my wife who went to school in the South.
Correct.
She's a little southerner.
I'm not a southerner.
She's one with the gun out. She's sitting there with that
I
shotgun
am.
sitting on the front porch like
Listen.
ching.
Oh,
He doesn't want to mess
vigilante.
with me. We all know that my shot's better than yours.
She blew the watermelon. The pieces.
Oh
The
wow.
It's
seconds.
a Gatorade bottle.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it was a sawed-off shotgun, but whatever. Anyway,
It was a good one too.
no.
Oh.
I just want to start with I see your point. Even when I'm pulling up news stories and anything like that, I'm looking at numerous different resources and sites. And even when some of our wonderful commenters on the podcast give ideas of questions, or send them in, they might send a video or this and that, and I'm kind of like, okay, where are all the articles I could look this up and get some real information on? So when you talk about something like the Board of Education, I agree. You're never going to get the full story just looking at one site or one resource. You definitely have to do your research. I understand your mixed feelings, though, because even though statehood could be, really beneficial because different places do things differently, what if a state decides, hey, I don't really want to prioritize education?
At all.
Like, you're just really going to hurt people.
You're actually going to hurt your own state, and you're going to hurt the
Yeah.
overall economy of the government because 10 years from there, the economy and the government's going to be hurting from that.
You're right. I mean,
And that's more detrimental than the opposite of the government controlling it all and being a little bit more powerful. It's like, what ways outweigh what? Like that your independence on that thought or your
what are you
ability
saying that?
to have security with that? Like know that it's regulated properly through one sane set of mind, one set of mind that controls it all? Is it easier to drive the train with one person or 20 people?
Well, here's the question. I mean, that's true, but what's wrong with giving it back to the state to
Too
mandate
many
it on
chiefs,
too many chiefs?
Too many cooks.
too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
But
Too
if the
many
state
cooks.
How many times are
had
they gonna? What's the odds of failure if you put 10 out there compared to if you put one? I bet you the odds of failure go up, not down.
no, but
Mm. The
here's the thing. Here's the thing. My take on that is why can each individual state handle their own problems? Why it has to be one
I'm not
sector?
saying that each individual state can't handle their own problems. I'm saying when it comes to education, it's too risky to make it statehood. It's just too risky. It's too big of a.
Pseudo feels very, very passionately when it comes to education, so he's definitely going to have
Well,
strong feelings about this.
well, I do too.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you
You
guys,
put it
and
you put it in the hands of the state. What ends up happening is, all right, you go down to like Missouri or you go down to Mississippi, one of Montana, one of the M countries, right? Well, states, right? And they're
yeah,
gonna have a shittier education system than if you go to New Jersey, New York, California, even Indiana.
You're
Like
saying you're not saying they're going to, you're saying there's a risk that they will.
there's a risk there will, and there's a higher risk because there's less funding and it's tighter. So instead of that funding being evenly dispersed where the whole country gets good education, maybe not the greatest, but good, and it outweighs the evil of like having some parts have less and
Um,
be at a loss.
I'm going to challenge you just because
And
something has federal, it doesn't mean it's evenly dispersed. Like our taxes go to
correct.
our township.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's not 100% evenly dispersed, but I'm saying decisions are evenly
yeah,
dispersed. Your higher
but
level thinking, you're not gonna. You have 20,000 people in this one state, and I'm over exaggerating, and you got like 2 million in another state. The one with 2 million are more likely to have someone who can make a smarter decision than someone who has 20,000.
Where is the
yeah,
state
but
with 20,000 people? I bet I want to live there. I bet I could get away with a whole lot.
well,
Puerto Rico.
I went to Kansas,
No, it's
and
probably more in Puerto Rico.
Kansas has not been getting funded for schools like they should. And to be honest with you, Rockefeller created the education system. And if you really go to Europe, the education system is very different from the United States. They learn things that we should learn over here. And why is that? You know, there has
In
to be a
Europe,
change.
what is the educational rates in Europe compared to America?
When you say rates, what do you mean rates?
Like testing, scoring, like intelligence,
Uh,
IQ.
they right now they're really, if you look it up, it's higher than the U.S.
They have a whole different format. Like if you look at high
Yeah,
school, it's so different. In high school, they're talking about like, okay, what courses can we put you in that could put you on track for a career?
absolutely. What they do is, from what I've heard from cousins of mine, they teach you the real history, so you get a foundation of what our history is really about. Over here in the States, they teach you what they feel you should know, but not what's. It's kind of like giving you half the picture, but not the whole picture. That's what they do.
Yo, I see this. I see this. I gotta share something. I'm you know, man.
Okay, sure. But
Um,
that's my see. I'm very passionate too about education, and I feel like with my other cousins overseas, they're learning about different geography, different, history compared to us. And I feel
Most
like
people
why they always,
overseas are bilingual.
yeah,
yo, all right. So I gotta show you guys this right now. So America's IQ is at 98.99. Kind of dumb. Canada's is at 102. You go over to Europe, you get 101s, 102s. Like it's about that pretty much throughout. It's a little higher, 102s. You go to
hmm
China, you're looking at 106.
yeah,
Japan 106.
107, yep,
Iran 106.
yeah,
Canada 102. Like I'm just
yeah.
I am
we're
And
not
is
going
it,
to get into like the emotional intelligence of some of those countries though.
well, yeah, I mean, the emotional, yeah, they're very disciplined and they're very,
I'm
they
just
have
saying I have
strict.
a lot of clients who may hail from some of these countries and feel really neglected.
So your
No, of
ranking,
course.
your top 10 ranking of countries' IQs is South Korea at number 1, China at number 2, Iran
Yeah.
at number 3, Japan
Yeah.
at number 4, Singapore at number 5, Austria at number 6, Canada at number 7, Germany at number 8,
Look at that.
Slovenia at number 9, and
New Zealand.
Magnolia at number 10, and Israel at number 11.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Our
Yeah.
education system is severely lacking.
Oh,
Yeah, it is. And some of the stuff they teach us, you can't really use it in society. I mean, it's and that's where a lot of kids are complaining. Did you know that there's an article out there where it says Harvard students are burning up their Harvard degrees and say it was just all a money thing?
Yeah, a
That's
lot of
there.
if you talk to a lot of students, like there's a big generational difference. And the reason why I know about this is because when you talk about like continuing education and counseling, they talk about that, right? We talk about cultural humility. So what
Yeah.
that has to deal with, race, ethnicity, sexuality, religion, but that also is generational. And some of the younger generations kind of view it as like, hey, what's the point of what we're doing in school? We're going to have a poor work life balance. We're not likely to do well financially with the way that things are shaped, whether, between the school system, the economy, all of it. So I'd rather prioritize being happy than my grades and my education.
yeah.
Agreed. Agreed.
I blame it on COVID.
Actually, COVID, no, you say that, but
I know.
it's very serious. Yeah, absolutely. That played a role.
Yeah.
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 Think about it. All the kids got to stay home with their families and everything and get to learn what work-life balance is when life is on the upscale of that and work is on the downside of that. And
Absolutely.
and they were like, "Wait, all the money I can get isn't really worth it if I don't have this. This is better." So there's a whole generation that's grown up with that in their mind. Like, I could just be at home with family.
I'm going to directly challenge you on that. No, most of them are highly anxious in social settings and feel they are extremely isolated.
Yes.
Oh.
And there's no social communication. A lot of them don't
Yeah,
even
but
know
they're
how to
all playing
communicate.
multiplayer video games.
So
Well,
better at
that's yeah,
teamwork.
yeah, yeah. But it's they develop teamwork, but when it comes to face conversation, they don't have
Oh.
it.
Yeah,
Wait, do you
the
mean
rates
they
of
don't
it.
know how to do this? Like, we're face to face
No.
right now.
No.
No,
No.
they
Like,
don't. The rates of
face to
anxiety.
face.
Well, the rates of anxiety as
Give me a
you
high
go,
five.
the rates of anxiety as you go to younger generations are getting worse and worse, and a lot of
Yes.
that is COVID related.
Don't leave me hanging,
She's
JR.
correct.
Don't leave
She's
me
correct.
hanging up. Don't leave me hanging. Come on. No, come on. You can do it.
I'm doing it from the other side of the room to try to get them to stop.
Yeah. No, but
You
she's
went with
right.
this
She's
hand,
right.
like trying to do it this way.
All right, Pseudo.
She's right. COVID has caused a lot of anxieties within kids, and it's a shame. And
Yeah.
so
I mean,
you don't
I'd be
see
scared of
like,
getting sick too if everyone was talking about getting sick all the time.
but
That would cause anxiety.
but think about it. It seems to me like we're living in this sci-fi movie. You seen Blade Runner?
Sci-fi movie. I love
Blade
sci-fi
Runner.
movies. Don't even
Yeah,
play with
but
me.
Blade Runner, nobody's socializing in the
You
movie.
talking about sci-fi?
I mean,
I
just the
love Blade
characters.
Runner.
Oh, Blade
Yeah,
Runner.
Blade Runner is very good, but you can see it's an isolated society.
No, it's a dystopian. I wouldn't say it's necessarily isolated.
But if
I
you
mean,
look
they're
at some
making
sci-fi,
clones, so
yes,
I guess.
and they're putting robots into the workforce and taking away
Robots with
certain
no
jobs.
butts, just
Like
yeah,
for
you have to look at
construction.
like there's the main story in Blade Runner, the main plot, but there's a lot of underlying
Yes.
Oh.
information in there.
It's like Batman, the Penguin TV series.
Ooh, the Penguin TV series was
I didn't
great.
get to. I saw the first episode. I didn't get to finish it.
Oh,
it was
really?
beautiful.
Really? Oh,
I
wow.
gotta
I
watch it,
love
man.
and hate all of the main characters. I love and hate them.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
They're
such
all
it's really-
they're terrible and great all at the same time.
It's like, The
I
Sopranos.
I'm rooting for them while fully accepting they're horrible people.
It's totally like The Sopranos. You're the whole time you're like watching it, and you know you're watching someone who's a terrible person,
You
and
still
you're
want 'em
rooting
to
for 'em.
win.
and you're rooting for him the whole time, but you know this person's just terrible.
Anyway, they're talking about they're definitely touch on, areas of neglect.
it.
Areas of neglect, when you're talking in different aspects of what's offered to different socioeconomic groups, areas and cities, all of that. But getting into a little bit of I guess what we're talking about when we talk about education, society, anxiety, different generational viewpoints, etc.
That rhymed.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a better
Yeah.
rapper than you.
Oh shit.
All right,
Uh-oh.
I am going
Vigilante.
to move it along.
Moving along, moving along, moving along.
Oh, Edward says, joke's on her. She won't get anything. Ha ha ha. For me, besides some EBTs.
Yo, she might get 20% of that EBT. You better be careful
No,
out
no,
there.
No,
Oh,
Trippy,
man.
Trippy, you gotta marry her up because you'll get the alimony, bud.
Oh, my
Remember.
God.
Have a baby by me, baby.
Yeah, keep that in mind. It goes both ways. Anyway, question two. Question two. This one comes
Right.
from Pseudo himself.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on the lawsuit that is currently, I guess, Drake's lawsuit? The lawsuit that Drake is currently putting out into the world.
Did you hear about this? Do you know anything
No,
about
I
this?
Pseudo knows all about
No.
it.
Okay, so Drake is totally suing UMG for the
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar beef because he's saying that defamation of character.
Wow.
And he's also saying that they inflated the streams with Spotify as a deal to further perpetuate the smearing of Drake to create more profit for the company. Now, I must say this right now. Drake is signed to the same company that he is suing, UMG Records, Universal Music Group. He is signed to that. He just got a $20 million or something like that. He got like a ridiculous deal from them to put out a certain amount of projects. And he is suing them for defamation of character. I just want to be like, yo, Drake, even if they did that, it would behoove them to do that. They would make more money by supporting you. They make more money off you. They own more of you. They own
Right.
less of Kendrick.
Right.
They take less out of Kendrick's pocket.
Yes.
It's just the epitome of like sore loser in my mind.
I see him as like the 5-year-old kid sitting in a corner screaming because his mom forever sat there and gave him peanut butter and jelly on their sandwich, and then one day she gave him peanut butter, and then the kid next to him, they gave him peanut butter and jelly, and he's like, but you gave him jelly.
Yeah.
I feel like
Exactly.
Jimmy's throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah, like little Jimmy with the wheelchair out there. You really coming out right now. You better watch out with that
Exactly.
Degrassi shit.
So
You're
he signed
going
a
to be found out to
ridiculous-
be a pedophile with Diddy in about 10 minutes.
Wow. So he signed a ridiculous contract with UMD, the record label, and he's suing them. Why? He's still making money. That makes no sense. Like you're biting the hand that feeds you.
Temper tantrum.
Temper tantrum. He didn't get his way.
Well, you're not going to get your way.
No, he's not going to get his way. He's getting destroyed.
All right. So in 2020,
Kendrick is just like
Yeah.
just walking all over him.
sorry, in
Yeah.
2020, Drake signed a $400 million deal with UMJ.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They do not want to destroy him. He owes them money. They make more money off of him.
They are not sure how many albums were included in the deal, but they think that Drake dropped 3 albums in the last 2 years to try to get out of the deal faster. So who knows? Maybe he's doing this lawsuit, hoping they'll let him out of the contract.
Oh, on some Kanye stuff.
Well, here's the thing, though. The reason why they signed him to $400 million is because they know they'll make $1 billion off of his albums.
Damn right.
And that's why they did it. They're not stupid. I don't know if they're going to give him his masters or his.
He ain't going to get the masters. He sold them all.
he's
Listen,
not.
there's plenty of Drake fans out there. He's just being a brat.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he
I
just
agree.
if he just shut off and went into the sunset and just was like, all right, I ain't going to be bumping in like everybody's whip, but I'm going to be in every chick's whip. They're going to be bumping me. They're going to be going to clubs, dancing to me. You know what he just did? He just shot
What?
half of that off his foot.
Yeah, he did.
He was just like, oh, I got a gun. Let me play with it. I'm cheddar bobbing my ass right now. And pop, right in the toe.
Right. He doesn't see that he's winning, but he's looking at it from a different angle, saying that, oh, defamation of character. Come
He's
on.
sitting there going, they're talking bad about me. Wah.
Who cares? Who cares?
Yo. He's the
It's
kid
hilarious.
that his mom totally put a leash on him when he was a kid.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Drake's mom
No,
totally
no.
put a
Have
leash
you
on him
seen
when he
the-
was a kid.
Have you seen the people when they have the leashes on their kids?
Oh yes, I have. I think it's
Yo,
hilarious.
because
Hilarious.
Drake's mom was totally put him on a leash. Totally put him on a leash and yelled at him in the grocery store every time he was in there.
Oh my
Because
God.
he wanted Cheerios or something, and he would cry and throw a hissy fit because he got the new PlayStation that month and everything else, and he couldn't get the cereal.
Well, too bad. He's not entitled to anything.
Yeah,
Nobody is.
he's
Right?
not entitled
Like
to
you're gonna
anything.
sit here and say defamation of character. Okay, well, one, you put out diss tracks against Kendrick trying to smear his name, and he did it back.
And you should have put
Like, what are you even trying to do or say? And realistically, like, the things he's saying have an accurate basis to them. It's defamation if he was lying. He's not.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
he has facts. He's been sharing the facts the whole time.
He has, even in the music videos, he'll show facts.
And then the funny part
Really?
is on the Drake side, everything that he's been saying has been lies. It's been proven to be lies. Like good percentage of the stuff is just straight up lies.
Or it's stuff
Oh my
Kendrick has
God.
said himself and been like, okay.
Or it was
I
stuff-
already said that.
You know,
Think
he
about
should
me.
just.
And
He should
Drake
just sit
should have
down.
was like paying people to try to get information off him. I'm just like, yeah.
That's terrible.
He's an idiot.
Yeah. I have nothing to say to that.
Yeah, he's an idiot. I'm entertained, though. Are you not entertained? I am highly
Are
entertained.
you
No, I am.
entertained? I don't. That was
Pseudo's
just-
been playing a lot of YouTube videos about it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Drake's lawsuit. Everybody's ripping him apart.
Yeah. I've been watching it around the clock.
So-
Every update.
so are
I
we
watch it as much as I watch the Diddy case.
Yeah, so what's going on with the Diddy case?
He got
I
denied
heard
bail for the third time.
Denied
Yes, he
bail for a third time. That's
Third
serious.
time.
That's serious. That's some like.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
ain't,
they're not
you
play-
ain't leaving.
No, they're not playing with him. They're not playing with him.
Next thing you know, he's gonna
And,
get shipped out to Rikers. I think that leads into the next question.
That wasn't the next question.
Oh,
That's like
what was the
question
next
number
question?
6. Why are you ruining it?
I didn't mean to
What-
ruin it.
Get
What-
out of the
what-
podcast, Pseudo.
I'm gone, guys. I'm gonna take the mic with me. I'm going to the back of the room.
Well,
I'm a
now I'm
hostage.
going to change the order of the questions then.
Okay.
Oh shoot! I gotta share a screen for this one.
all right. Go
All
ahead.
right. Well, I'm changing order. Ad lib here. You know, what are your thoughts on the U.S. judge? Well, okay. So,
Let me
what
see.
are your thoughts? A U.S. judge recently suggested that there should be a federal takeover of Rikers Island. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that, a federal takeover. So that means, let me get this straight. You can help me out with this. They want to give it to the federal government to handle this jail cell. So that to me kind of scares me because that's giving them too much power. And then what it kind of makes me feel, my intuition, is that once they hand it over to the federal government, the federal government is going to make sure they're going to go after people and stick them in there. I don't understand it and I don't like it. I got a bad feeling about that.
Yeah. So what happened is a judge, and this one, Pseudo probably has a different one up there, but this particular article is from the New York Times. And it was a judge recently found New York City in contempt of an agreement that was meant to improve jail conditions.
Yeah.
But aren't they getting rid of that Rikers Island? Didn't you guys said they were going to put a casino?
Don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
That was not us.
That was not us. There's another jail in
Oh.
New York that they're talking about doing that with, but not that one.
Not Rikers Island? They're not going
Not
to turn
Rikers
Rikers Island to an
They're
island
probably
of,
terrified of what would happen if they tried.
Yeah, like talk about some Batman stuff right there. That's straight
That's
out of a
like-
Batman comic.
Yeah,
book.
I
Rikers
know.
Island
We
might
took
as well.
Arkham and turned it into a
I was
casino.
about to
Let's
say,
go.
I was gonna call it Arkham
Right.
as well. Rikers
Right.
Island is pretty much
Yeah.
like. So the whole idea is like in 2015, because of the abuse, the violence, they pretty much were like, you need to make these improvements, and they haven't.
None
Like,
of them.
It's been 9 years, so pretty much this judge was saying she hasn't. But what she said, she goes, "I'm leaning towards a federal takeover. Like you're not doing anything." So I don't know if it was something that would actually happen, or it's more meant to be a threat.
Hmm.
That's a good question.
I think it's gonna happen but
Me too.
that's only because I don't think they're gonna do shit. The threat isn't threatened.
Well, but here's the thing though. Uh,
Do
they
you think
want
it's
to take
gonna turn
Riker.
into Guantanamo Bay in New York? I would love that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do.
Okay, so what she's actually trying to suggest, rather than like a federal takeover, is having a receiver there, which is an independent authority that's appointed to run a failing institution. So pretty much they would have control over either all or some of the parts of the jail.
Oh.
And once the conditions improve and it meets they're no longer in contempt with their deal with the court,
There you go.
then the control would be returned to the city.
Okay, so it's gonna be a private institute, but
Okay.
ran by the government. It's still gonna be
Wow.
private, but it's still gonna be ran by the government. It's just gonna be brought up to
I
standards
don't
because,
think Rikers is private. It's New York City.
well, I'm state. It's statehood versus national. The question from earlier.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean private.
That's true. It's not private. So
Yeah.
it's just a mediary coming in to kind of set things straight. I'm all for it. Go for it. Do it. Do it now. Don't wait. Don't give them a warning. Don't do that. You're setting a standard that everyone's going to get a warning. That means everyone's going to ask for forgiveness. Don't let people ask for forgiveness.
So you want New York State to have federal prisoners?
No, they won't have federal prisoners. They won't have federal prisoners. I'm pretty sure the article said no federal prisoners. It'll still
Okay.
be the same prison. It'll just be ran like a federal prison to get in order because they were out of order. Because they weren't running a well-oiled ship that was supposed to be up to a certain standard. When they got their inspections, they failed it repetitively. And they were told to fix it. They didn't fix it. How many times do you get told to fix it?
And
You're
what
not.
if they-
You're, at that point, you're not asking. You're not going to fix it. You're asking for forgiveness. And how many times are you going to do that? Now the standard is set to X for that. It's the same thing you do with positive reinforcement. But it's like it's the same thing, but it's different. You want to like make sure they know that when they do it wrong, something will be taken away. But when they do something right, something will be given to them. So treat it like that. Like if you want them to do it right, stop giving them the chance to do it wrong. How many times are you going to give them a chance to do it wrong before you're like, I'm taking something away?
I don't think it's a good idea.
I think
but that's the point of this. People are allowed to have differing opinions.
I think Big Daddy government's coming in and waving his all up in their face, and they don't like it.
I think they're gonna put some people in there that we might be surprised.
I'm okay with that.
I guess we'll see. I mean,
Okay.
realistically, the amount of murders
They're not
and
getting out.
the amount of murders and
No.
sexual assaults that go on in Rikers Island is insane. So,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
and and people were like, "Oh, well, they're inmates." Well, you know what? You don't know necessarily what all of them are in there for, and I'm big on rehabilitation and people having second and third chances. But it's not just that; it's also the staff who are getting murdered and sexually assaulted, or are abusive themselves. So it's not just the inmates; it's just like a hot mess all around.
Yo,
Oh, so why
imagine
don't
if they
just
filmed the Orange is the New Black in there.
True.
It'd be more
Why
like
don't they
Oz.
Why don't they just extend Rikers Island and just create a death race?
Oh
Just
man, you said
Oh
death race.
my God.
You said
Yes, I
death
did.
race, and I was just about to say Escape from New York.
Right.
No.
Except for, yeah. Right.
I'm down. I'm down. I will watch it on YouTube. You can put it on Twitch.
That's so
Or make
funny.
it a new Gotham. Make it a new Gotham.
No,
Island,
you make it a live
expect-
show that people can bet on and put money in and be like, "Oh, I'm putting this much money towards this
Wow,
person immediately."
we really enjoy our like dystopian
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit.
wastelands in
Yeah.
this group,
Let's
don't
go
we?
for it.
Instead of
And if you
reform,
get the win-
make it into a gladiator type jail and said the worst killer, if you can beat this other inmate, you get a less sentence, you get a private jail cell with all the amenities, and you get
No, you don't get
So-
less of a sentence. You get a private jail cell. You get all that, but you also get to leave the prison to do U.S. military missions.
yeah, okay.
There needs to be a lot of psychological reviews on that, because you're talking about sending a person out there who might not care if their entire team dies. Like,
No, he's sent out
Mhm.
alone.
No, they would have to.
He's for lone soldier missions.
Right, but the thing is, he will have a tracking chip
Oh,
It's about.
yo, like Suicide Squad. Let's go. Put it right in the dome.
No, this is very, very Escape from New York, right? I put a chip in your neck, and if you don't get
Yes.
me the president's daughter by this time, it's going to, release this
Yeah.
illness into your system.
Yo, I think we
That's
should
right.
get into films. That's it. We're doing films. Okay, we're already
No,
there.
this time we're actually talking about things that have happened in real film.
I know, but
Yes, we have.
we can make the greatest film ever. It's just a combination of all those films, and we'll just say it's
Pardon
making fun
me,
of
you
those
can
films.
never do better than Snake Plissken.
No, we can't do better
Who?
than Snake Plissken.
Snake Plissken.
That was Kurt
Who's
Russell
that?
in Escape from New York and
Oh,
Escape from
oh,
LA.
oh,
But we
called
do
him by his
have-
name.
Snake Plissken.
Well,
we
I
do
saw
have-
Escape
we
from
have-
LA.
we
I
do
didn't get
have-
to see Escape from New York.
We do have Uriel Jackson.
Who's that?
You'll find out in
I
a
was gonna
future
say
movie.
the same personally.
You'll find out in a
Yeah.
future movie. I'm gonna write a whole movie about him.
Okay.
Okay.
Uriel
Did you
Jackson.
Did you
He's
see
this
Death
guy
Race?
he's this guy from like the northern part of England that came to America and had to kill everybody
Oh, really?
to get out of prison in England because his mission was to take over the US government, but he fails at the last minute. But he still
Wow.
survives at the end for next season. Uriel
Hmm.
Jackson. Killer from Europe.
I mean, I'm entertained.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Next
so
question.
yeah, jail reform, criminal justice reform, all of that. It's a hot mess, but that one was specifically to talk about Rikers because they are their own sort of hot mess.
Oh,
But I did hear.
Uriel Jackson also has this revelation halfway
Oh
through
my gosh.
that he actually likes the U.S. government and his government is telling him the wrong things to do. So he has a mental breakdown and he has to like hide his family.
Pseudo,
All right, there's a
you're
whole
giving
movie.
away the whole storyline.
But I'm serious. They look it up. They want to turn Rikers into a Vegas casino. They want to put the inmates inland and turn the island into a Las Vegas.
Yeah.
That's their petition.
Yo, I would go there every weekend. I don't
Yes,
even
and
like
you'll see-
I don't even like casinos. I would just go
You
there
will
to
see
be
the
like
Joker. You will see
Resorts
Batman.
World, New York City. It's the only casino in New York City. It's located in Queens. Okay. And they're bidding on a $5 million expansion project.
bomb
Mhm.
bomb bomb.
Let's see.
Is it the
And
prison that
watch.
Diddy's in that they're trying to
Yeah, no. Where's the best place to build a casino in New York? The city should build a large Las Vegas-style hotel and casino complex on Rikers after the jail complex is shut down. They were talking about this in 2022.
do? Damn. Someone's paying them to mess up and they're waiting for the
Yep.
government to step in and shut it down. But what's gonna happen is the government's gonna step in and run it.
They're paying $400,000 like per inmate, and that inmates are still going without necessary medical care.
Yeah.
Wow.
Honestly, maybe they should just shut it down.
No, I think they should transfer them.
I think
Agreed.
the people
That would be the best course of action. No, I wouldn't send somebody in to fix it at this point. There's no fixing it.
I would transfer
No.
everybody, and then the warden, I would transfer him to a prison as well, because he was obviously lining his pockets. If he was getting $400,000 per inmate and he couldn't keep the place running well, he was putting money in his pocket that shouldn't be there. He should be in jail as well.
I agree with that. They should send everybody to Nebraska and build it.
And then they shouldn't turn it into a Vegas resort. They should turn it into a museum for failures.
We're gonna send all of these inmates to, somewhere in Nebraska, and it's gonna be like the movie Holes.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I like the movie.
Yeah,
Holes.
because New York residents, they're not going to want inmates inland because they're going to say, well, if these guys escape, it's
Well, I guess we could put them. You know what we could do? We could use the Great Lakes and make like a fake island in the middle of one of them.
Don't ruin them.
And on that fake island, we could have like this island that we're making with the war and everything, where they're fighting each other all the time.
well,
Put it in the middle
You're
of
right.
the desert.
yeah, we could put it in
true.
the middle of the desert. We could put it over in Area 151.
It's gonna
and
be like-
occasionally aliens show up
No,
and
it's
fight
gonna
them.
be like the prison in Pitch Black. If you escape the
oh,
prison, you have to deal with the desert island when the sun comes up. It's like
I know.
you'll just get disintegrated into dust, and at
I got-
night there's monsters.
Which one? Pitch Black, the first one, right?
Yeah, the first one. The
Pitch
first
Black.
I got to watch it again. I forgot about it.
Oh, it was so good.
How do you not know all the Riddick movies?
The Riddick movies are great because they changed vastly. Pitch Black was a sci-fi horror,
Yeah.
and then it was just like heading straight into sci-fi as it continued. Anyway,
I like all the Riddick movies.
lighter. They're great movies. They're just very different from Pitch Black. Anyway,
I gotta watch it.
moving on to our next
Okay.
question, which was going to be the next question before Pseudo ruined it. But this is also a Pseudo question. My question was the Rikers Island question. Pseudo's question: what is your favorite Tom Hanks movie?
Oh.
It's a good one.
Everyone out there, comment your favorite Tom Hanks movie, and if no one comments, no one's watching.
Yes, I have one.
Which one?
Castaway.
Castaway. You're gonna pick Castaway. Why Castaway?
Yeah. Because I liked when he was talking to the volleyball.
My
Oh.
childhood dog was named Wilson after the volleyball.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm a little weird.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. Our dog was named Wilson.
Yeah.
Pseudo gave me this weird look when I said
Yup.
the volleyball. He was like,
Mhm. Yeah.
All right, Pseudo. What did you say yours was?
The
Yeah.
Burbs.
And who did
Why
you
The
learn about this
Burbs?
movie from?
Yo, I learned it from Kate. Yo, the Burbs are amazing.
The
Dude,
Burbs. Burbs.
Yo, if you haven't
Burbs.
seen the Burbs,
no, I haven't seen it.
you need to see the
Oh.
Burbs.
Oh, okay. So in the Burbs, the whole premise is
Okay.
these neighbors are kind of like they're close neighbors, but they might as well be like Mrs. Kravitz over here, because they're all just like they get these new neighbors, and they're just like being the neighborhood of like what's going on with them.
They all
creepy
watch
things.
each other. They're super.
But then they
creepy.
found out like creepy
Really?
things are happening with the neighbors.
There is
And
creepy
it's
things
just
that are
really
happening.
fun. It's just very
Can
fun.
you pull it up? The poster?
No, we're good.
The
We
bird?
don't need to. We don't need.
Oh,
to do
okay.
that.
All right.
We don't need to distract people with posters and stuff.
I mean, come on. It's random questions. You're talking about the Burbs. People want to know what it looks like. I mean, hey.
Oh,
You
the
wanna-
Burbs is great.
The Burbs are on Netflix. It's a great movie. Tom Hanks early when he was doing comedy, before he
Oh.
got fully into like drama and everything.
This is like pre-Money Pit.
Yeah, pre-Money Pit, like early Tom Hanks. And
Oh,
I think,
you're
Actually, no,
taking
it
it
might
back.
be post. It might be post Money Pit.
yeah, I can see you searching in the background.
No.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Yeah.
Glasses give you away. So
Well,
voice
next
in the
time I'm not wearing
background. Voice in the background. What's your favorite
Vigilante.
Tom
No,
Hanks film?
it was actually the Burbs came out in 1989. Money Pit was 1986.
1989.
I don't know. When you asked me my favorite Tom Hanks movie, I immediately said Big, and then I was like, but there's so many. There's Turner and Hooch. There's The Burbs. There's The Green Mile. Forrest Gump. Toy Story. Like, there's so many.
Oh, someone in the comments said Sully.
Sully. Catch Me If You
Oh.
Can.
MK. Shout out to MK.
Shout out MK.
Okay.
She my girl.
Did
I-
you just laugh at that, JR?
I don't know. I liked it.
Why are
I
you
liked his
picking on
comedy.
me, man?
I liked his comedy movies.
I like this comedy movie.
I like them. I like Money Pit.
Money
I like
Pit's good.
Big. I like Splash.
Never saw Money Pit.
Money Pit's fun.
Yeah. You're
Who's
missing
in it?
out. Him.
Oh no!
Him?
What's
Who?
her name?
Tom Hanks.
Oh, and you
Oh
like
my
Money Pit?
goodness,
I
she's
saw
such a
Trading
jerk.
Places.
You saw Trading Places?
Yeah.
With who?
Eddie Murphy.
And.
Dan Aykroyd.
Okay. Okay.
Did
I
you
have
see
Uh,
it?
no
let's see.
idea if
Okay,
that is
so it
actually
was
true.
Tom Hanks and Shelley Long.
Shelley Long.
Shelley Long's one of those actresses. Like, I feel like if I say her name, you're not gonna know. But if I showed you a picture, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I remember
Well,
her from those movies."
Don't
from, like,
look at
the
me.
1980s.
Don't do this to me now. You'll make me
Yes,
swing this
I
mic,
told him to
move
share
forward.
it.
Uh,
share to the people out there so they know what we're talking about.
What was her name again?
Shelley Long, SHELLEYLONG. She's 75 now. Show a young picture of her because that's who people are gonna recognize.
I got the young picture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's Shelley Long. She really is long. Like I got a picture of her.
Okay,
It says-
she was like a hot thing in the late 80s.
yeah, but she's really long.
Sure, long.
Yeah,
Oh
look,
wow.
she's
Yeah,
long.
you're right.
She's
Wow, she
He's-
is
actually
long.
he's not incorrect.
she is long. She's physically
Holy
long.
And I highly recommend The Money Pit. You should watch it.
Wow.
Shelley,
Okay.
you're long. How tall is Tom Hanks?
6'1".
Okay, I knew they had to
I
put him on
think.
stilts
Or
I was
six-
for.
gonna
or
say
6
he
feet.
just took your word as Bond there.
I was fine with that. I was gonna repeat it tomorrow too.
Well, I mean, I
Here
think
she
he's
is
about 6
before
feet.
color photos.
Wow, I recognize her. I know who she is.
Before color photos.
See, that's what I said. If you pull up the
Yeah.
young pictures over here, you'll recognize
She used to be
her.
very popular. When
I
she
just
was-
think-
Exactly.
I
She
don't-
was.
Every time I see a photo of someone before color and after color, they always look older after color. I think
Yeah,
black and white
she-
photos make you look younger.
yeah, it does actually.
Good thing. All right, Suda, I'll start taking pictures of you in black and white, and you might look your age.
Oh shit.
Oh, but
Oh, the Da
Oh, Da
Vinci
Vinci-
Code.
Da
The Da
Vinci-
Vinci
Da
Code's
Vinci
pretty good
Code.
too. Yeah.
yeah. Tom Hanks, his career is just. I don't think it's very.
Yo, Tom
It's hard.
Spanks.
It's hard to be comparable.
Yo,
to Tom
imagine
Hanks.
seeing Tom in some Spanx. Being like Tom Spanks instead of Tom Hanks.
I bet there's
How-
movies that
how many
are that
films he
exact name.
300?
Oh,
He
I-
wasn't in 300, no.
No.
He was
300
saying how
films.
many movies was he in?
Yeah.
How many movies was he in? A lot.
Yeah.
Too many that IMDb doesn't even count.
I don't know. He was on the
Okay.
Polar Express too.
I'm
He
gonna
was
look it
in-
up.
Oh,
I'll
yes,
look
he
it up.
does.
You don't have to do it.
He has so many movies coming out right now too.
Really, he's still in the
Yeah,
acting
there's a
field?
lot.
Yeah, he's still making movies.
Good for him.
Interesting.
American Treasure. Everyone
Oh,
loves Tom Hanks.
that's the other movie.
No. I was just calling him an American Treasure.
Until he
Well, I know
wasn't.
Nicolas Cage is making a couple of new movies.
Oh my gosh, do you really want Pseudo and I to get into our obsession with Nicolas Cage?
You have
All
an
right.
obsession with it. So did I when he was, in his younger years. Not really. I don't like Bangkok, that movie he did.
Oh,
but it was-
listen, it's not for any
garbage.
other. Have you ever seen the show Community?
No,
It's
I
a
haven't seen it.
sitcom. Okay, well,
No.
in it they have an episode, and it's a community college, and they have a class called Nicolas Cage. Is he good or is he evil? And in it, one of the main characters, Ahmed, is there, and they're like, "We want you to watch 3 Nicolas Cage movies and make your own determination, but do not watch 5 or more in one sitting, or you'll lose your mind." So he
That's
watches
right, he-
5 or more, and he starts losing his mind. So Pseudo and I decide, oh my gosh, we have to watch 5 Nicolas Cage movies in a row and see if this is true.
And
No, I don't like his later movies. I like his earlier movies. I
Oh,
think
no,
they're
Really?
better.
we're not sitting here saying
Yeah.
he's particularly great, but every time a Nicolas
You-
Cage movie comes out, you bet we go see it.
all right,
I
so it's
bet, yeah,
official.
I just-
Nicolas Cage has been in more movies than Tom Hanks. Nicolas Cage is in
wow.
116 and Tom Hanks has been in 100.
Wow.
The
A lot of
stats
movies.
and results
Wow.
are in. So
Yeah, his earlier movies are better. I don't
I like Tom Hanks movies.
I feel
like Nicolas
So do
Cage
I.
movies.
do too.
Call me the villain.
I feel like Tom
Not-
Hanks is
not the
just,
newer
like,
ones, the later ones.
horrified.
And
Horrified?
I
You
feel
mean
like Tom
horrified?
Hanks is horrified. We're comparing him to Nicolas Cage right now.
Oh,
they are comparable. It's
I
just
don't,
they're
I don't
different-
think they're comparable.
in pop culture they're comparable.
Comparable.
All right, comparable.
Thank you.
Proper verbiage. What's the next question?
Next question.
yes.
Okay.
Next question.
All right. This is the next ones are all voice in the back of the room questions, just like the Rikers Island one was.
Vigilante.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear about the South African rhino poacher who was killed by
What?
elephants and eaten by lions in August?
I have not, but this is amazing.
Oh, you gotta elaborate on this story because
Okay.
this is weird.
I have a whole lot of elaboration. So, I went in on this one. There was some research done. I was riveted. Anyway, so in August, there were a whole bunch, like 3 or 4 poachers or such, that kind of went out. And the whole idea is, there's a big market for rhino tusks in different parts of
Right.
Asia, and they make tons of money off of it because they believe that, there's a lot of health properties, even though rhino tusks are made out of the same things as our fingernails. But so they went out there, and like 3 of these poachers came home, and they told this woman, this wife, that like, oh hey, so and so your husband got trampled by an elephant, like his head got crushed, he's dead, right? Which prompted her to call, and it was this whole investigation where they went to find his body, and they found his head caved in, obviously killed by an elephant, but that's all they found was a skull. And they were like, well, there's a pride of lions in the area, it's very likely they ate his body. Now, if we want to get further into this, I said I did my research. In 2018, there were 3 rhino poachers in South Africa that got killed when they were out trying to poach. And it was assumed that they were eaten alive by a pride of lions. And that was in 2018.
Damn.
So
This is a
there
thing.
JR, stop staring at your screen.
No. I'm trying to find the article on this. Is there?
Oh,
an
you know,
article?
there's no. Just
There's
wait.
an article.
I got articles to share. We don't need to share this
All right,
one.
all right. Now you do. it.
I want to make fun of
Okay,
the fact that you
I found this
Googled
one-
on Bing.
I found
Google
this one on
define Google.
Okay, I found this one on africanews.com. I get my information from a lot of different news resources.
All right. Does anyone? Well, man,
I just ignore pseudo.
I need to pause for a second and real quick.
Oh,
What you're
come
saying
on.
is funny.
Come
but
on.
What he just did is really hilarious. He went
No,
to Bing
come on.
and he Googled Google on Bing to go to Google. He went to Bing
Wait, did
and he
he?
searched Google to go to Google. He could have
Oh, come
Googled
on,
what he
man.
was going to Google on Bing. And the funny part
Wait,
is,
did he
when
go
he
to-
opened
wait,
up the page,
did
he
he
was
go-
on Google.
Wait, did he go
and he
to?
was searching J.R. Michael on Google.
Did he go to?
No.
Did
That
you go
popped
to
up.
Yahoo? Did you go to Yahoo to look up Bing to look up Google?
No.
Did you ask Jeeves first? Did you go, hey Alexa, open Bing?
I forgot about Ask Jeeves.
No. I don't know why that
You
popped up
can't
there. I
say
was
no
trying to
any-
get to Google. I was trying to get to Google because I didn't like Bing because it doesn't give me the information.
So
I
you
want, so I had
searching
to-
Bing for Google?
Well,
No, I
he's
did
searching
not.
for himself, is what he's
No,
really doing.
no, I did not.
It started with that. The first page said it was a Google search for J.R. Michael.
No.
Listen, I mean, I guess if you Google yourself and you find the information, you could look at somebody and said, I've really spent some time finding myself.
Oh my god.
So you spent your day finding yourself today, huh?
No,
How
I
you
do
doing?
not. No.
right, anyway.
I don't know how that happened. I don't
Anyway,
know.
the
yeah,
news
it's all good,
article
it's all
the news article that I found about it was on Africa News.
Oh, African news. Well,
Africa News.
well,
I'll pull it
I
up.
wanted him to pull it up because
Wait,
you know,
what's the headline?
The headline is South Africa rhino poacher killed by elephants, eaten by lions. It's the best. It's how was I not going to read this article? Of course I was.
stop looking about the cheese bandit pseudo. I see
Oh my goodness!
reflection
I
on
actually,
your sweatshirt.
I was thinking about while he's looking this up. JR, I was thinking about what we all have to be grateful for, considering that it's Thanksgiving, and I really think you should be grateful that
Yes,
for
yes.
Thanksgiving I chose not to include any lipstick themed questions.
Oh wow! Thank you.
Yeah, but now
thank
we're
you.
gonna include one. Do you know where
No,
lipstick
you're
is made?
not. No, you're
no.
not.
He's supposed to be grateful that I did not include any lipstick themed
Yeah,
questions.
yes. Yes.
Of course, I did bring it up though.
Oh, I'm grateful. No lipstick question is.
No questions. Just
Yes.
How long ago was this article?
we're still
made?
waiting for answers.
How long ago was this article made?
Well, okay, so the one I was actually telling you about, like this poacher was killed in August 2024.
There's a lot of these poachers that are killed. I know
Yeah.
she said that and she expressed
really?
that. I'm gonna show you this right now.
But the other one I told you about was from 2018.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh, I shared the wrong screen. I'm sorry.
Oh, God,
see?
what
Oh,
did
you
he
searching
show
your
you?
songs, Beatguy? Look at you.
I was a little afraid of what was going to be on the screen.
Yeah.
Uh,
Look at
no
all the
way.
people that got mauled. Like
Oh my
6
God.
years ago, 6 years ago, 4 months ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 1 year ago. And this is just from BBC. So don't search BBC.
Lions eat rhino poachers on South Africa game reserve. Oh crap.
Yeah.
Spanish
Yeah.
tourists killed by elephants? Oh, they
Yeah.
must have been a stampede.
And-
Elephants are very territorial. They'll charge you.
And I don't know if you noticed here,
Really?
I was on
Yeah.
Bing and I searched.
But elephants are not mean animals, though.
No, but they are territorial and they will charge you.
They will stomp you out.
Crush your head.
Oh, that's terrible because I didn't think elephants would do that.
You've never
No.
been stomped out by an elephant?
They're wild animals, but I don't know. Like, just remember this guy's out here poaching endangered animals, so.
Well, then they probably knew that, and that's why they killed him.
I kind of have that feeling. Like elephants, yeah, they'll charge you, but they're smart. They mourn elephants mourn their dead for a long time.
Yeah, I heard
Mm.
they're very emotional,
They are
and they have a very good memory.
right.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're probably like this mf'er
Yeah, right.
done with you, and the
You didn't give me
lions were
no.
like, yeah, we'll eat him instead of one of your offspring. Thanks for the assist.
Oh yeah.
You didn't give me
It
no
was like a moment
peanuts.
of peace amongst the African mammals.
Right. You gave me no bag of peanuts, so you're dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna stomp you out. Stomp it. That brings a new meaning to the movie Stomp the Yard.
I mean,
Oh no.
my question was, did you hear about this? You know, I wasn't even. So when we're looking at it wasn't even an opinion question. It was more I wanted you guys to know about it. Here, this is
No.
me stating a fact about poachers getting, eaten and killed and eaten by lion prides and stomped by elephants. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guess what? A little tidbit add to your questions. New York State Governor Kathy Hochul announced
Hachoo!
thousands in rebates for shoppers for these energy efficient appliances. She's giving rebates on if you buy energy efficient microwave or refrigerators. Hmm. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
That's pretty cool. Hopefully, it helps people out.
That's random.
Stop
That's random.
posting, Beatguy.
No, that's okay. All right.
Stop
Anyway,
posting.
so
Yeah,
we're gonna move on, but just so you all
okay.
know, don't go poaching. The elephants and the
Exactly.
lions will get you.
Unless you have a bag of peanuts that says pseudo the Beatguy.
Oh yeah.
Bottom
Hashtag
line, you have to.
hashtag Peanut Club over here.
Bottom line, you have to pay your
Right.
way. Even the elephant mafia isn't opposed to bribery.
Yo, that elephant mafia out here going hot, all horny on us.
You
Oh,
made it weird.
yeah.
Someone commented, I thought it was a porn site. Like, how am I making
Oh,
it weird?
wow.
You didn't
Wow,
say it was a
yeah.
comment. You just said it.
I thought it was a porn site. LOL.
That was someone who must have just chimed in for a second and switched off.
They heard us talk about elephant nuts.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, right.
All right,
Oh,
next
yeah.
question. I have a follow-up question. So remember a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about the Onion winning a bid for Alex Jones's InfoWars?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. What's
Oh,
what's
well,
going on with that?
We have an update. So one,
Okay.
we found out what the bid actually entails. So let's start there. So when we talk about this bid, apparently, so remember when we talked about how Alex Jones went bankrupt because he claimed that the Sandy Hook massacre, that elementary school, right, was all just a ploy to get people's guns taken away. So the parents of those kids had sued him, and they for defamation, and he was found guilty. So apparently he owes them nearly $1.5 billion from that lawsuit, which is why he went bankrupt.
1.5
Now,
billion.
the sale of
Wow.
InfoWars includes the website, studio equipment, online dietary supplement store, and social media accounts. And the bid was actually a 7-figure bid that the Onion made. Now, here is the update, not just what's included, but Elon Musk's X has stepped in to object to the InfoWars X accounts being part of the sale. So Elon Musk is stepping in to be like, absolutely not. You can't just sell his social media accounts like that.
Oh, that's insane.
Right? It's just the story is getting wilder and wilder.
So essentially, what Elon Musk is saying is the government can't step in and steal something from someone that's on Twitter. No one could step in and buy it out. It is to the person who owns it. So it's an argumentship of ownership and the transfer of accounts and stuff like that. And saying that they will just shut it off if it transfers ownership.
Pretty much, yeah, that's what they said. They said they'll just shut it off.
Yeah. So
Wow.
it's really a thing about ownership, identity, and this is getting tricky. There's a lot here.
Yeah, so pretty much X the company X did not. They have no qualms with the sale of Infowars. Their main issue is about like saying that somebody's like social media accounts could be included in the sale. You know, so they said it's like really they're setting a precedent because it's the first time a social media platform is kind of arguing the idea of ownership in court.
Yeah.
Alex Jones is calling Elon Musk a hero though because of it.
I don't think Elon Musk is doing it to be a hero. I think
I
he's
don't
doing
think
it
so
to.
either.
I think he's doing it to where freedom of speech is still there,
Yes, I agree.
and he thinks this is a. Uh, I I agree with the people of Sandy Hook. No one should be allowed to say terrible things about something
Well,
and
let me
say
ask
that
you
it
something.
didn't. No one should be allowed to say something didn't happen to someone when they were there when it happened.
Okay, well,
Like you
let's
go up
ask
to
the
someone from
question.
that was there on 9/11 and you're sitting there telling them it was all a conspiracy. How much of a piece of shit are you if they lost their husband on that day and you're saying that the government chose to let their husband die?
Well,
You're
let me
you're
ask
that
you this.
dickhead who's gonna say that?
Well, no, but let me ask you this. There's the truth they want you to know, and then there's the truth they don't want you to know.
I don't care if it's the truth you want you to know or don't want you to know. Don't be a dickhead to someone who just lost someone.
I
Just be
agree.
empathetic and be there for that person. Don't be the asshole in the room screaming, I care more about the system going down than I care about the person who's standing across from me. I am more
Well,
worried about this than I am worried about the person who is actually going through the problem, who is sitting here saying that they're there experiencing it, and I'm gonna bash them. I'm gonna say that
Well,
they're lying
I
to where
think
I could get my motive forward because I feel offended because I feel like it's just not reasonable for something this random to happen.
okay, well
well,
that's kind
guess
of going
what? Guess
against
what?
freedom of
I,
speech.
I'm going to say this. Well, then answer this, pseudo. Why is it that my father had to go to war, but all these politicians don't send their children to war? Why
Ooh.
are we fighting for a country, killing ourselves, but all these politicians will never send their kids to war? And that's a fact.
That is a fact. You're right, and that has to be fixed. But that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yes, it does. You said, why talk about the system
No,
when you
why
should be empathetic?
prioritize the system
The
over another
system,
human
right?
being that is sitting across from you?
Well,
Why
guess what?
prioritize? Why prioritize taking something down over another person who is actually going through something? Why not
because
just be empathetic to the moment
because
instead of being a
because
dick?
because I can't speak for him, but the system is the cause of people dying and all these things are happening.
The system isn't the cause of everything. Sometimes random shit happens. That's life.
I don't think
No,
we could
that's
call school shootings random shit at this point.
I guess you can't say it's random shit, but
It's not really random shit. It's literally happening numerous times a year.
that's true.
right, but you got to question why. Because you know what it is. I have a, and I know this is
I
going to
get
sound
questioning
conspiracy.
things. I get questioning things, but you don't
Because
declare it as a fact until you have factual information. You say it's a theory.
Well,
You say it's a
I,
theory
okay. Well,
because
I'm
he
a
not
owes
theory
defending.
is
them. He owes them
I'm not def,
1.5 billion dollars. So
because he said it was a
right. I'm not
fact.
defending him. I'm not defending him. What I'm angry about is the fact that our society and the people in power, they'll tell you we can't tell society the truth because they can't handle the truth. So we're going to make up and manufacture things to make it believe it's a stage. There's the characters. We're going to create the movie, and it's sad that we as the people have to suffer because they don't care. That's what bothers me.
I'm all for finding the holes in the system and the flaws. I'm also for eating the blue pill and enjoying life. I'm for both.
Me too.
I'm for seeing the holes. But my thing with seeing the holes is don't go out screaming it until you have 100% facts. Don't be the person screaming it and hurting the people because what if you're wrong? You never think about that. What if you're wrong? What if you're wrong? What are you doing to another person in that moment when you're wrong and you're declaring it as
well,
right?
you're talking about something that's happening millions of times daily. People saying things that are
Yeah, what if you're
wrong.
wrong? You just defamated this person, probably destroyed their life because you thought that you were
Well,
finding a hole in the system.
okay, I'm just gonna say the parents for Sandy Hook, their lives are already pretty destroyed.
Yeah.
You know.
And you got to question, how did it all started? What is the backstory to all of this? You don't think the people want to know?
The school shooting?
Yeah.
What happened? Some kid was getting bullied.
It wasn't a kid.
It wasn't a kid, but
It was an elementary school. It wasn't a middle school. It wasn't a high school.
These are the
It
things
was
we
little
have to.
kids.
Right, we have to ask the right questions here, and I
yeah,
understand.
but you
I'm
you
very
need to be the
sympathetic.
you need to be the person. You need to have etiquette when declaring things. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well,
And that's the
anyway.
issue with him is he didn't have etiquette with declaring things. He
Well,
declared
yeah, I'm not
things
talking about
without
Alex
any etiquette.
Jones.
Yeah, no
Yeah, I'm
one's
not.
defending Alex Jones and what he
No.
said about this.
I'm saying I am making it a broader statement about everyone who goes online and declares conspiracy theories and things like that without actual facts. Yes, that is wrong. And yes, this here is a case where if things keep moving forward like this, those people who are doing that, they will have repercussions for doing that.
All right, but back.
Because it is defamation.
All right,
It
but
is what Drake's doing about.
All right, but pseudo at its core, what are your thoughts on somebody being able to claim ownership or purchase ownership of somebody's social media accounts?
I don't think it's right. I don't think they should have the right to do
I don't think it's right either, but it's also a company, so you can buy a company and sell a company.
that. Agree.
As
That
long
makes
as you can
sense.
do that, you can do that. I don't think that it's right to. I don't think someone should be able to buy
It-
and sell
right,
accounts.
it-
I think there should be a separation, but it is
Right.
a company at this point.
I guess we'll see what happens because I
Yeah.
firmly intend on continuing to give you updates on InfoWars. Anyway,
Okay.
all right, and it's 10:02. I have one bonus question, and then we
Okay.
could wrap it up for the night because the voice in the back of the room has work tomorrow. All right. Did you hear about the woman who airdropped turkeys to her neighbors for Thanksgiving?
No.
Okay.
This is interesting.
This was from goodnewsnetwork.org. It's
I have
like
it
my
up right
favorite
here.
news site.
By the way, everyone should go there. It's good news all time. Yo, this was really cool.
This is really cool.
Yo, she wants to make it into a nonprofit. So if you're out there and you want to donate to it or something, you could find a way to do it. Just go look her up. Yeah, right here at Good News Network. She's a little out there, but she she drops turkeys to the people who are living off in the middle of nowhere in Alaska with a plane. So where they have turkey for Thanksgiving, and she tells a story. When I was listening to her talk about it, she tells a story about one of her neighbors eating a squirrel in between two of them for the
Three
holiday.
of them.
For the holiday, and she just couldn't do that, so she decided she was going to start dropping frozen turkeys out of a plane.
Okay, it's a little bit more in
Wow.
depth than that, though.
Yeah, I did.
Um,
I very much paraphrased that like
Yeah,
a crazy
yeah.
person.
Yeah, the
So
Reader's Digest
she had
version.
some neighbors who said they were eating squirrels for Thanksgiving, and that one, they're splitting it 3 ways, and it doesn't go very far. And they said that they live in rural Alaska, so they said it's really common for people to have like a small single-engine plane as a means of transportation. And she said when she was little, right, she remembers like when they were snowed in really badly, somebody airdropping them a turkey for Thanksgiving. And when she
Oh,
heard
that's
her
where she got
neighbor,
the idea.
yeah, so this is not like she remembers somebody doing this for her when she was a kid. So it's like a whole pay it forward kind of moment.
Gotcha.
And when she heard her neighbor talking about splitting a squirrel and how for 3 ways for dinner and how it doesn't go very far, she said, "This is something I could do." So she gets the frozen turkeys and she kind of flies through, and she dropped 30 to 40 turkeys to her neighbors living in rural Alaska this year to make sure they had food for the holiday.
That is a wonderful thing.
It is a wonderful thing. It
Isn't
is
that
actually very,
beautiful?
very nice. Yeah, I actually think it's very nice. I think that more people should do things like that. Like, maybe not just Alaska. Maybe there's people up in the mountains down here by Pennsylvania. Maybe you go all the way up into like New York, or you go out to the West Coast and where, whatever it is. The mountains over on the West Coast. We all know there's ones there. Comment below if you know what those mountains are called.
The Rockies. Anyway, she's trying to give resources to people who live off grid, but I think it's really nice that she remembers that somebody did this for her family one year.
Yeah.
So it's like
The Smoky Mountains are the ones on the East Coast.
That's
I just love
awesome.
that. Yeah, right? I loved it. That was my end on a light moment Thanksgiving Day weekend question.
Agreed. Gobble,
You wanna
gobble,
try to-
gobble.
You want to try to do the high five one more time? Ready? 1, 2, 3. We gotta stop at the line. 1, 2,
Su-
3.
Pseudo, make a gobble noise.
Gobble, 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 gobble,
no.
gobble. Right. Go to do a high five like this. Put your hand up like this. Right here. Ready? Oh, I can't do it. I want to do a turkey so bad. You know what a turkey is? Turkey?
Well, thank you. No, thank you everyone for joining us, JR and the Beatguy, and hope you enjoy our show. We will come back next week with some more fantastic questions.
And we'll be back on Thursday again.
And I wasn't
Yes.
trying to make a broad statement defamating people who like conspiracies.
Oh boy. No,
Because that's
but
wrong, and that's what I just said is wrong to do, and then I did it in the statement saying that it's wrong to do.
But you definitely got to question the unquestioned.
And question the unquestionable.
All right, everyone.
And the right questions shall arrive. Follow, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your brother, share it with your siblings, and please remember to do it earlier in the show because maybe next time I'll remember to say that earlier.
I agree to that. And thank you from the back of the room with your wonderful questions. Have a wonderful
Wonderful
night.
day.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace.
JR, Mike.